Number 14, enjoy USDA Choice 8-ounce New York Strip, $6.99 each. 85% lean ground beef, $4.98 per pound. All natural boneless chicken breasts, $2.48 per pound. And holiday gift boxes are available for $50. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Wow! Usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Hungry for something real? Come to HF Crave, Lincoln's favorite spot for burgers that are anything but basic. Locally sourced Nebraska beef, hand-cut fries, and bold flavors that'll make your taste buds cheer. Whether you're craving the classics or ready to try something wild, they've got the burger that gets you. HF Crave. Fresh, local, craveable. Find them at 48th and Holdridge or order online at hfcrave.com.
Welcome into The Breeze with DP and Haas on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome in to The Breeze. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. As always, we got Haas, Tabrizi, DP streaming in as these guys were on the road together. Got some awesome action there at the end. If you guys want to join in, 402-464-5685. That is the Starter Heyman text line. Facebook, YouTube, XL, channel 961. All great ways to join the show. We do got NFL on the brick and mortar. Haas, Tabrizi, how's it going?
Good. It's DP brought the cold to DC.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to be nicer too. I know that Browns games, negative 20-degree wind chill anywhere around the Great Lakes area is a nightmare, on especially in that East Coast. But Haas, you guys had a busy weekend. I saw some videos. DP was sending it. You had a nice event.
Oh yeah, we were rocking it here in the Capital One Arena. It was fun to watch DP live streaming the Nebraska-Illinois game while we're standing outside in the Fan Fest for John Cena's last match.
That might have been my favorite clip that you guys had the entire weekend. Was you just filming DP? DP, what are you so happy? DP's just, I can't remember what he said verbatim, but Lawrence, walk off 3, bang! He's just like yelling out in front of the stadium. And I was like, we represent the Skurs down there in Washington. I mean, it was a hell of a finish. I don't know if you were able to see it, Haas, but it was incredible that the Huskers pulled off a win versus number 13 Illinois on the road. We do got DP back. Let's see if DP can hear us now. DP. All right, good deal. DP, we're just talking about, I told Haas, probably my favorite clip of the weekend was you seeing the Huskers win versus the Illinois while you're outside the stadium ranting in front of all the public about Go Big Red.
Yeah, it was in the patience in the crowd, and then there's this one idiot just screaming "Go Big Red." Watching Jamarcus hit the 3. I was giving Haas updates. They're up. They're up 10. Then they're up 7. Then no, they tied it at 80. And I'm watching the final shot, and I've got it up on my phone. And I'm like, okay, final play, 7 seconds. Let's see what we got. And yeah, the fist bumps. You had to explain why you were giving fist bumps and punching ghosts. Like, it didn't seem like the weird guy who was just, I'm giving a preview to the Cena match. I know
you're screaming for Kane. Go Big Red.
Yeah, that's really what it was, right? To understand what people was. But yeah, it was pretty exceptional and added value and great company. It was, we'll be able to talk about this evening for a long time for a variety of reasons, and pro and con. We will have lots to talk about when it comes to this particular evening. Great company. Tabrizi family is always good company and shared space, and I'm grateful and appreciative that we could share the event together. So it was a good night.
if any of you are lucky enough to be in DP's presence, it's always a great time to be around DP, or my kids, Uncle DP, as they call him. Just so many great things to enjoy and witness, and just living life to the fullest with DP is always a blast.
Well, we went through. I try to share some of that with Harrison and the folks at the ticket, the folks in Lincoln, and just to go that sometimes you just need to pause and be present and say thank you as often as possible, and being graceful and gracious. That's such a that ending aside that. Ending aside, no, I mean I've been in thousands of those rooms, and I'm not sure that wasn't the best room to be in for any event at any level prior to the end. That 2 hours before, 3 hours before, there's people who are just like, it was Harrison. It was almost overwhelming. Like, I had to just stop and pause and enjoy, 10,000 strangers outside of a building just enjoying each other, right? Just there was no friction. There was a whole huge brotherhood, a sense of family. You were amongst your own, no matter who the other person was or the person next to you. You were amongst your own. Met some new friends, ran into some old friends, and it was just kind of cool. It was just, and the up until the tap by Cena, the evening is incredible. The building's incredible. That's easily the best wrestling crowd I've ever been in, and that speaks volumes. I mean, that's Money in the Bank, WrestleMania. I don't know that I've ever been in a room that was that complete. So
bigger than CM Punk coming back in Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, because that was a card that had its own stories. This was a whole group of people who got together for John Cena, and that was part of the thing. Was that you could go to any pay-per-view and everybody there will have a different match that they're there to see. Right? There's somebody you're going to see. Now, there are people who want to go see everybody, right? The full story. But this was about Cena, and which leads to the conversation that we're about to have, is that in this particular case, how or why you choose what you chose. And we're totally being wrestling marks by having an opinion on it. Like, we can't deny that, listen, the whole reason you do it is so that we're talking about it with some passion and energy the next day and the next week. I mean, Monday Raw is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy for, we don't know what's in store, but interesting to watch all the while.
DP, in the last 30 years, please, and I'm going to preface it with the last 30 years.
Yeah.
So since the Monday Night Wars.
Yes.
Who are the 3, 4, 5 greatest heels of all time in the last 5 years, since we're talking about the best face in the last 25 years?
Well, to put them in the space, here's the problem. The problem is that most heels weren't really heels. Like, it's a different. I mean, think about it. Like, Lesnar.
Two, we're
everybody crosses over. Like, everybody crosses over. Like, in the last run, Triple H crossed over. The Rock crossed over. Orton crossed over. Lesnar crossed over. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, they all crossed over. I mean, Vince, Roman, like, they've all crossed over. So I'm not sure how you identify, because everybody was something once. I mean, Undertaker, hero, heel. Kane, hero, heel. That's part of the deal. I mean, Jericho was a great villain, but he was comedy, so people look forward to it. Edge, man, we loved Bad Edge. So I would think, I mean, Paul Heyman, we took a moment where we talked, I mean, Heyman might be as complete as anybody in that he's that. And then as they all, I mean, think about it. Kurt Angle, You Suck was almost a love song, right? It was almost a love song. It became a part. I mean, even in Cena, we couldn't just say, thank you, Cena. We also had to say Cena sucks. That in his face, he actually carried a lot of venom. He carried a lot of venom, and then the turn made it all that much interesting. So I would say, you know, if you're talking true heel, I don't know that there is one. I think that ended. Stone Cold and Flair ended that. Like Flair is the greatest heel and face ever, period. And I mean, The Rock, like, who gets a louder pop than The Rock or Taker or Stone Cold? Stone Cold built it on being, you know, look, pro wrestling turned Andre the Giant into a heel. Like we forget that we like they turned, you know, I mean, I'm not sure I was ever in a building. I was in Richmond, Virginia years ago, decades ago. And I'm not sure I cheered harder for anybody than I cheered harder for Roddy Piper because he was just, you know, he was bad guy. CM Punk, bad guy. But not really. The McMahons, heels, not really. Macho, both, right? Hulk Hogan, the greatest turn ever, right? That, oh my goodness, we're there. So I don't know that there are heels anymore. I don't think I have a sneaky suspicion that Gunther flips somewhere in the near future. He has to flip to have value. He has to flip. He cannot stay heel because it limits the matchups. And the one thing we know about Triple H is he wants every option when it comes to matchup. He wants every story to be told. And pigeonholing somebody into one side or the other, he don't want to do that. He want to do it.
Well, right now in the current landscape of WWE, they lack heels, especially with Seth Rollins injured. So
Yeah.
for them to do this, because their two heavyweight champions are faces.
Uh-huh.
On the women's side, Vaquer is a face. So the only heel that they have is the Storm is coming, and she's such a BA. So they only have one heel, and she's not at the level of what all those names you said. And on the men's side, they had to create someone. But I don't think the heel last night was Gunther. It could have been anyone in that match. It's 100% a reminder of who the best heel was in the early 2000s.
Diabolical.
And the internet is going like, oh, look at him laughing instead of being sad. No, he's laughing because he took everyone's money and grossed the biggest event possible and took all that money and knew what would happen when John Cena loses. And not only did he lose, but he took away his story. He took away his persona. He took away, hey, I never give up. He took it all away, and he laughed at all the fans, and he said, you know what? You guys wanted to take away WrestleMania 40. You wanted to take away Rock and Roman. You want to throw Rock in my face and say this? Well, I'll show you who's actually the greatest heel of all time. It's me. It's Triple H.
Yeah, I mean, he's still number two, right? He's still not Vince. Vince is the heel of all heels of all heels. And I think
he's doing it in multiple personas.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. He's under this thing that, I mean, there are people that if you go back 30 years and you told them that kayfabe would not exist and that Hunter was the reason, they would have hunted him down. They would have hunted him down. Legitimately, Texas wrestlers they'd have gotten their pickups and they'd have found Hunter in New York City and it'd have been a problem. Like that would have been the greatest shoot of all time, is to watch. The best part of what's happened now is that, the old heads don't internet the way Hunter does. So he can tell the story and put the narrative out there. But some of them old cats do not like this. They do not like this at all. And because I mean, you're pulling back the curtain to a lot of the hidden unspokens, right? That you pay it forward. You give the gift when you leave the business, you leave it better than you found it, but you also leave somebody with all of the work that you put in. So somebody gets the credit. And the reality is, quite frankly, you didn't have to do that. Like you didn't have to do it because they could rebuild Gunther tomorrow night. Like whatever they got from Gunther last night, they could give that back to him tomorrow, right? They could literally have him attack somebody and celebrating this whole thing and just like, hey, I gave you clowns what you wanted. Now I'm gonna take over. He could have done that too, and that would have been a greater fold. But you also could have given the people that you built the event around and took their money. You could have quite said, man, this could spin all the way back.
I don't want to watch Raw.
Yeah, this could spin all the way back because the next special event you give, they're gonna tell you, no, we're not doing this, bro. You got us one time. That's all you get. Like you got
the fans were pissed when it said the Royal Rumble was in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, listen, to say that you are utterly diabolical and that you're just doing business, right? Which is the heel move of all, like that's the event. Well, here's the move. I'm taking the money. It's all about money. And the moment you got to be careful. NIL, college sports is dealing with it, and understand when you tell people that it's really about money, people start to feel how they're gonna feel, and a lot of people check out, especially in wrestling. This is the everyman. And the moment you've priced out the everyman, you've priced out the everyman. Last night was not an everyman event. There were no poor people in the building last night. You got in last night. You paid some money, and you paid some money to get in. You paid some money in the surrounding area. You paid some money in the parking lot. You paid some money at the concession stand. You paid some money at the merch stand. You paid you paid some money. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful in finding the sweet spot. I think he overshot it last night. And more importantly, he didn't need to overshoot it. That's how blatant and diabolical that was. He had every single out for one night. This was a tribute. This was not WrestleMania. Like, this is not for the strap. This is one night to pay tribute to Cena and the fans. And you did all the vignettes and you got all the videos and you had people signing signs in the parking lot that they're going to go to Cena and to do the fan cam thing and all that stuff. And then you said, psych. Got you. So it'll be interesting. But in the other side of it, I was around for the Hogan turn, and people were saying the very same thing, except for that was in the story for the sake of the story. That happened. Okay, it was part of a pay-per-view card. There was all the emotion of other things. You weren't coming that night to see Hogan. You were coming to find out who the next, who Hogan was going to fight, because you need to know who the villain was. Turns out it was Hogan. But the people in the room, they weren't expecting getting hit in the head with 1,300 beer bottles, right? They didn't expect that sort of turn, people throwing chairs into the ring. They weren't expecting that, right? So maybe they know more than we do. Maybe they know what they're. Like I said, I'm remarkably curious about tomorrow. What do you do tomorrow night? Like, what's the story? What's the angle? I don't know.
So
I don't know.
You brought up the point and in paying it forward in wrestling, and it's spot on. We're at WrestleManias. Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair. These legends retired while being pinned. And thank you for clarifying on the air that this was not WrestleMania. This was his show. And it's different. Goldberg lost 6 months ago, And with it, it doesn't matter. What I think about with all this is Gunther is going to be at the level of Chris Jericho. He's not going to be at the level of Orton, Cena, Dwayne, Stone Cold. And I really like Chris Jericho, but what he bragged about the whole time was he beat Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. The Miz beat John Cena. Which, by the way, best part of the show, Ron Cena, Miz, and Joe Henry. I hope most of that or all of that was on TV because that was by far the best part of the show.
Yeah, it again more than the decision to have him lose. Like there's several layers to the decision to have him lose. One, having him lose, who you have him lose to, why you have him lose, and the way that you had him lose. But in this particular type of an event, that's run-in city. That's where cameo appearances, and they did. I mean, Hendry and Ron were the only, and Drew were the only run-ins last night. Which why would you? They're all those people who came down to the ring afterwards, not involved in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, some of them came out during the pre-match, right, to get on the, but you had Punk and Cody get in the ring. You gave them the straps, but why?
This sums it up really well. So Maximus's grandma was asking how was last night, and he said it was terrible. And she asked why was it terrible, and he said it's because I had to watch Gunther wrestle. He didn't say because Gunther won. He said because I had to watch Gunther wrestle. That in itself was the most disappointing part. So you already pissed us off by putting him against Gunther, and then you let him lose. And you didn't bring out any of those stars that we were all expecting. And then you made him tap out. Like, come on, man. They're literally trying to piss us off.
But why not do that with Lesnar?
Right?
If you're going to do that.
Right.
If you're going to do that with Lesnar. If you're going to do that, build that with Braun Breaker, right? Because at least there's some real meat potatoes right?
He deserves it, yes.
Do Bronson Reed, something, right? That somewhere along I mean, my goodness gracious, you could have done that with Jake Paul. And people would have at least understood what you were trying to say. I have been consistent, and he is the most uninteresting lead character that I mean, he and Dom, I'm serious when I say it.
Come on, man. Dom's better than him, man.
No,
Dom's
they're not. No, they're listen. Neither one of them are the least bit entertaining to me. There's not that. Okay, like listen, there are hundreds of guys who can wrestle, right? Okay, there are hundreds of guys who, from a persona, right? But I don't care about either one of them. Like if you could have had that event, this is how deep this was. You could have last night's event without Dom, and I'm okay with it. As a matter of fact, I'm preferring it. You could have had last night's event without Gunther, and it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have. It wouldn't. I didn't like. I knew Roman Reigns was it was presence that he was not present. Like that. That's how big that was. That Roman Reigns not being there made the event less. Rhea Ripley not being there made the event less. There are people, I mean, I'm the same way in the same space with like Liv. I didn't miss Liv last night. So that's kind of how I rate with things. If you don't, I told you, I'm not a Liv guy. So, I'm interested to see. Like I'm never begrudging you your love for who you love. It's just not my thing.
Dude,
And
her laugh is just maniacal.
that's what we're landing on.
Yeah.
Spot to go ahead and throw it to breaker. We do have one off the text line. We will get to that On the other side of things, we'll have DP and Haas answering.
When we come back, hold up. When we come back, we're going to talk about what it's like to sit next to DP for a couple hours and just see what he loves and hates in professional wrestling after the break.
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, and family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's fix that right now. No holiday party is complete without Führer's cheese spread. It goes well with any type of cracker, pretzels, apples, chili, vegetable chips, and of course, it's perfect to pair with wine or beer. Holiday meals aren't complete until Führer's cheese spread is on the table. Find your own container at your nearest local grocery store today.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Boyd Farm Outfitters. Farmers, the Nebraska Ag Expo is coming up on December 9th through 11th at the Sandhills Global Event Center, and we'd love to see you there. Our team will be in two places at once, in the Boyd Farm Outfitters booth and the Green Eye Technology booth, which are both in the Currency building. In the meantime, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and X at BoydFO to see what we've been working on. Again, that's BOECKFO on social media. We look forward to seeing you at the expo.
Staying profitable means finding smarter, more efficient ways to farm. Those decisions turn hard work into something worth passing down. Join us at the Sandhills Global Event Center in Lincoln for the Nebraska Ag Expo on December 9th through 11th, where agriculture meets innovation. From big iron and livestock production to the latest in ag tech and soil health, discover the solutions that can help you do more with less and protect your legacy for generations to come. Sponsored in part by Farm Credit Services of America and Ag Direct.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Dana Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Dana Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Dana Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at DanaTrucking.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT, from cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
The top-ranked Nebraska volleyball team is trying to play its way to the Final Four in Kansas City. Make your plans now to cheer on the Huskers with a VIP travel experience from Sports Trip and the Nebraska Alumni Association. Travel round trip from Lincoln in a luxury motor coach with free parking, plus an overnight stay at the beautiful Hotel Indigo in Kansas City. See details and register at HuskerAlumniTrip.com. Hurry, spots are limited. Register now at HuskerAlumniTrip.com.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln area. We are going to keep this train rolling in a big way with new half-ton and 4x4 pickup trucks starting at $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You heard that right, $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You pick which one works better for you. Please stop on in the dealership and meet the team or check us out at koppelcars.com. Stock number C280930. All deals with approved credit.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, and family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's fix that right now. No holiday party is complete without Führer's cheese spread. It goes well with any type of cracker, pretzels, apples, chili, vegetable chips, and of course, it's perfect to pair with wine or beer. Holiday meals aren't complete until Führer's cheese spread is on the table. Find your own container at your nearest local grocery store today.
You're listening to The Breeze with DP and Haas on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back in. This is The Breeze. Harris Thrones on the ones and twos. You guys are always welcome to join in. 402-464-5685. Got one off text line, one off of YouTube. But before we get there, Haas Tabrizi, I'll let you take off with where you left us on the last segment. What it's like sitting next to DP for 2 hours for John Cena's last match.
So I want you guys to realize how old school DP is, where I'm excited about all this high flying with Sol Ruka and Javon Evans and the X Division champ. And even, and I know what you're about to say, even AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. And I know what DP's going to say. If you do the high flying, you better not fall on your butt.
That is exactly what I'm going to say is, especially if you're the old guy doing the like if you're AJ Styles, it's like, AJ Styles, you're Unc, man. You're Unc now. You're Uncle AJ. Like, keep your feet on the mat, bro. What are you doing? Like, this is not who you don't see Randy Orton or Brock Lesnar up there doing flips and doing all kinds of craziness. And, you know, he even the young cats, I really like, I don't think it's necessary, but I understand what some people would want. But AJ, bro, what you doing? You good today? You good today? Like, you had the whole show. That whole match was about AJ. And he botched it. He botched it big time. Like, he botched. And it happens. It happens. But I also say it wasn't even necessary. That match was flowing. It wasn't necessary. The same thing with Luna. It wasn't necessary. A lot of the stuff, she's good enough, boots on the ground, 10 toes down. That
So Luca just flies around, though. I know it's going to lead to a torn ACL or something.
I mean, but we know that now. Like, how many months do you have to lose Rhea to that,
Right.
or live
Charlotte
to
Flair
that,
or
or like how many? Listen, Jay Foreman likes to say it all the time that your biggest talent is your availability. Like, that's the biggest resume builder you have, is your availability, that you post up, that you show up, you stay healthy, you protect yourself, you protect your whoever you're working with, you protect them all. And when
that's what the Miz would brag about all the time. He's like,
yeah,
look, Daniel Bryan's always hurt. I'm here.
yeah,
I'm here.
yeah. Like, you know, it's a thing that if you're gonna perform that way, that is an insecurity that says I have to do that in order to have my place. And I don't think it's necessary. Like, Harrison, I will challenge you to look up this young lady, because she's, and you know, I mockingly made the joke that she was Charlotte Flair light. Like, she's Pepsi light. She's Pepsi light, but she's Charlotte Flair light. Like, there's too many things that she does that you can tell she's been watching Charlotte Flair and figuring out how to move in the space. But a lot of it's not necessary. She's good enough. Like, I get why people watch her, and I get why people care. But so much of it is, let me go over the top and I'm going to put an extra somersault in. Why? Like, we can do good radio. I don't need all the bells and whistles and, you know, people that have the clackers and the cowbells and they're doing all that. No, I'm old school. I appreciate all that weirdness is out there. It's just not for me.
And to not surprise you guys, it's not and you need to hear this. It's not because of the color of his skin, but it's because of his size. That DP was like, Obafemi's a beast. You want to know what else though? The whole arena was like, Obafemi's a beast. I am like, wow, this dude's a beast. And with sitting next to DP, it's like, okay, you need to beat Cody. You need to do something. Cody doesn't need this win. And they had a great match. And I knew the predictable thing was for Drew to come out and to continue that story. But in a night where we're paying it forward, why not let Oba win? Why not let him win?
Why not say that? Like, that literally goes against the whole nature of the thing. Was let Oba shine. Let him shine. Drew McIntyre has been constantly there peeing in other people's soup. Like, that's just like every major thing, good thing going on. Here comes Drew McIntyre putting salt in the soup. And I quite frankly, I'm done with Drew, because you've shown that we can't give him the strap and let him keep it. We won't do that. So if you're not going to do that now, 2 years from now, he may go on an epic run, right? That maybe he's got to prove. But to me, it's either Drew or Gunther. It's not both.
But that's the problem. They have a heel problem. That's why I was bringing up the heels.
Yeah.
And when Roman Reigns was the heel, it was interesting. It was fun.
Well, but he had a whole crew. He had a crew of interesting heels.
Yeah.
I mean, the Usos were fantastic. They shredded people on the microphone.
Solo was awesome back then.
They were shredded. But you made listen. You'll get into the culturality of the WWE where you turn people into clowns, and particularly there's a particular type of wrestlers that they like to make into comedians because they have more style on the microphone. They just sound different. The people buy into it, but it's that thing that you don't have to turn them into the clown in order for them to have fans behind them. Like, let greatness be great. It's enough. Think about it. We have the videos of what they tried to do to Cody, right? Because Cody was a cool white guy, and they tried to make him do the weird, Carlton dance, and they did all the weird stuff, and then they put him in his brother's gear, and then they tried to put him in his dad's gear because they kept searching and they don't know what to do with people. And I get it, but there's enough room for everybody exactly as they are. You don't have to recreate. Our truth is our truth, man. We love, he will evolve within his own vacuum, and he's never been wrong. Like, let him, he doesn't need to be the main event guy. He's okay not being the main event guy.
They dropped the ball. They have a guy that they could easily make the top heel and make him the scariest guy, make him believable as a top heel. And they've chose to just slow down with him. And that is Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu would have been the best person to defeat John Cena and pass it on to. He's 33, 32, I don't know, less than 35 years old. Gunther's 40.
Well, they've got. I mean, who's the guy? The guy that's with Solo.
The big dude, the tall dude.
Yeah.
It's hard to pass it on to someone who can't talk.
Well, but Undertaker made a whole career on not talking. Like, we can say that. We can say that because we're used to saying it. But Brock Lesnar hasn't talked in 18 years.
Yeah, but Brock Lesnar's talked with his moves. This dude has just shown up and fought the Wyatt Six. Like, it's.
But why are you putting him with the Wyatt Six? I've told you what the Wyatt Six is. Why does it even exist?
And that they're going to ruin careers there. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, if we were to go draft and say who should be the top heel moving forward, who should be a Randy Orton-esque person, who should be a prime Roman Reigns, Triple H.
Well, somebody new. If it's somebody new, and I understand that Braun Breaker, I'm a little worried that he's going to Chris Benoit this thing, right? Well, no, and by that I mean he's going to go too hard into believing that that's who he really is, right? That sometimes you watch Braun Breaker and you watch it as though take off the blinders and go, does Breaker know that this isn't real? I'm not taking wife. Yeah, like he doesn't know, right? Like he doesn't know. He doesn't know that. Hey, bro,
me,
right?
I'm
Like, bro,
bigger than you.
right? Like, bro, you really can't fight. Like you, you talk about people. So, I mean, there's some of that in play. And then it was funny, the video I sent you where they went behind the scenes and somebody was asking them what's on their playlist.
Yeah.
And they were Harrison. It was frightful. They were way too honest. They were way too honest. Listen, man, you got Bronson Reed telling me how much he listened to girl pop, right? and he was calling them out like rapid fire. And I just went, see, I'm never wrong. I'm like when you just say that there's something inauthentic about the guy. It was like, oh, you Taylor Swift didn't like that, bro? You
what's on
What
the
is it
next
saying?
one?
Don't you? That's why you don't want to meet your heroes, or I guess the villains in that case too. You learn out a lot.
Ain't nobody scared of you, bro. Ain't nobody scared of you.
Oh, I want to read this one before we go to break to set you guys up. For Don, since Don's a long-time listener, he says his question is Cena one of the best students of professional wrestling with his career? I believe yes, and he proved it with the match last night as an exclamation point to his evolution over his career. He says also, Gunther is now the mega heel, and I'm here for it. So with that being said, I'll let you guys digest that. We can talk about that on the other side. Don't go anywhere. This is The Breeze, DP, Harrison R, and Toss Tabrizi. We will talk to you guys in a bit.
Starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Don't be fooled by the typical holiday ads this year. A new car for your significant other is a dream, but not a likely reality. Why not upgrade the current car you have with a detail? This year's hot item is a gift certificate from Nebraska Auto Detail to make your car look and smell fully refreshed again. We all have clutter and we all make messes, but it doesn't have to stay like that. Give the gift of a clean car this holiday. Buy your certificate at NebraskaAutoDetail.com or call 402-601-5086 for an appointment today.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Ready, set, forward. Just announced 0% for 66 months with approved credit on all 2025 Ford F-150s at Zollner, Fort Beatrice. Save thousands in finance charges. If your current pickup loan's 4, 5, 6% or more, trade in today and receive 0% for up to 66 months on a brand new 2025 Ford F-150 of your choice at Zollner, Fort Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Skip the line and order with our app or online.
This holiday season, bring home a tradition that tastes like celebration. Beatrice Bakery's world-famous fruitcake, baked in the heart of Nebraska with rich, golden batter, real cherries, pineapple, crunchy nuts, and a splash of old-fashioned goodness. It's moist, flavorful, and crafted the same way for generations. It's the fruitcake that turns skeptics into believers. Find Beatrice Bakery fruitcake online at grandmasbakeshop.com or at your favorite retailer, and make your holidays deliciously unforgettable with the help of Beatrice Bakery's world-famous fruitcake.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in December. Try one of their delicious breakfast sandwiches or grilled breakfast burritos. Don't forget to snag a gift card for stocking stuffers and bring your family in from out of town. With 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward, Bagels and Joe.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through December 14th, enjoy USDA Choice 8-ounce New York strips, $6.99 each. 85% lean ground beef, $4.98 per pound. All natural boneless chicken breasts, $2.48 per pound. And holiday gift boxes are available for $50. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Hungry for something real? Come to HF Crave, Lincoln's favorite spot for burgers that are anything but basic. Locally sourced Nebraska beef, hand-cut fries, and bold flavors that'll make your taste buds cheer. Whether you're craving the classics or ready to try something wild, they've got the burger that gets you. HF Crave. Fresh, local, craveable. Find them at 48th and Holdridge or order online at hfcrave.com. For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Don't be fooled by the typical holiday ads this year. A new car for your significant other is a dream, but not a likely reality. Why not upgrade the current car you have with a detail? This year's hot item is a gift certificate from Nebraska Auto Detail to make your car look and smell fully refreshed again. We all have clutter and we all make messes, but it doesn't have to stay like that. Give the gift of a clean car this holiday. Buy your certificate at NebraskaAutoDetail.com or call 402-601-5086 for an appointment today.
You're listening to The Breeze with DP and Haas on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, wrapping things up here on The Breeze. Harrison Arth, Haas, Tabrizi, DP. And we got one from text line here from Don that I will reiterate one more time. I'll let DP and Haas Tabrizi go ahead and answer it. Again, this one from Don. Wanted to ask you guys, is Cena one of the best students of professional wrestling? He thinks he showed that last night with his performance. And then also, is Gunther is now a mega heel, and I'm all here for it. From Don, your guys' thoughts.
So DP, I'll talk about the little details that Cena does really well. He's a good actor, or he plays with the crowd really well. He knows the little details. He knows the pauses. He knows what to do. If he wanted to be a mega heel himself, he really could have done it. The timing of actually, you know what? I thought the way he turned heel this year, it was great. I don't care what the fans think. I thought he did a really good job with it. So obviously with that means he is a good steward and knows the game well. And he really got all of us to go up and down and just, he's telling us he was doing this. The crowd didn't understand what that meant. He was trying to say, chant one more time, one more time, one more time, but no one was doing it. They're just like, oh my gosh, this is the last one. That's what he's trying to say. So he was really trying to help us, educate us, cue us on what to do. those are my thoughts.
There was some exceptional work done in the lead up to this with conversations with Cena, talking about the history behind it, his place in it, how he gets the opportunity, and quite frankly, how he's evolved in it. So yeah, he has a great understanding that he isn't the most talented. He did accept when people would scream at him that he can't wrestle, so then he had to go and learn to wrestle. He did have to try several different versions of early John Cena. Ruthless aggression is not what he's known for. It wasn't what got him over the hump. It simply got him his introduction, and he switched it. He and The Rock, who were two examples of not staying true to what got them there. The Rock, Rocky Maivia, the whole smiling Samoan thing didn't work. So The Rock adjusted. Those two are very much that. Mankind's another that comes to mind where the early version of themselves didn't fit what made them Hall of Famers. So, yes, Cena is a great student of it. And I think he will still be around it for that very reason. He'll still be around the WWE. Now, when it comes to Gunther, I've been clear that while I respect him, his body transformation, his personality profile transformation, he understands the psychology of it, but it'll become a time where people will start to yell that you can't wrestle. They'll start to become a thing that, well, quite frankly, there are four things that you do in the course of the match, and Super Cena will lead to, general, not general, but General Gunther, basic Gunther, where you're doing chops and slaps and elbows, and that's all you can do. And sleeper, like it becomes that whole thing. So he's going to have to evolve. And I think, it would be an interesting thing all reports is that away from the ring, he's a very interesting man. He just hasn't shown it. And I think that comes. I don't need him as the great heel because I just don't think Nebraska fans will relate. He's Baron von Raschke good. Yeah, he's Baron von Raschke good. He's not Ted DiBiase good. Is
he better than Arn Anderson?
Arnold was. He's Tully Blanchard. That's a great. Yeah, he's Tully Blanchard. And the Horseman, Tully was the guy that came in, and Tully wrestled. Now, mind you, he was a skillsman. But in that group, Tully was just he's the glue guy on the basketball team. He's the glue guy. Gunther is a glue guy. You can build some things around him, and foundationally, he's never going to be at the bottom of the roster. But he cannot be the top of the roster. He can't be the guy. I'm never going to buy a ticket with Gunther in the main event unless it's to see him get beat up. But that's part of the mark in me, is that I will go and watch him get beat up, but I'm not going to go and watch him perform.
Not for WWE, MCW maybe, TNA maybe, but not WWE.
Yeah,
not WWE.
Yeah,
Look, I know we're short on time.
Gunther is a great TV champion.
Look, DP loves bigger guys as wrestlers instead of these high flyers, and he still hates on them. So that just should tell you how bland he is. He's just so boring, man.
He's Iowa offensively in football.
Yuck.
Quick hitters. Hey, OKC losing last night. That was a shock. It was almost as big of a shock as Cena and all that.
It was great. Shout out to again Husker Hoop. Shout out to the ladies.
Great pass by Hoiberg. Way to look. Way to drive. Way to kick it out. And way to move up the 3-point line to the wing. Oh
yeah, I'll be that guy though. But he could have dumped it to Garcia in the soft corner. He was there. He was baseline by himself. Go back and watch it.
I saw the posts inside. I saw that.
Yeah, like it was simple enough.
Another time, boys, as the clock's running against us here. That is DP and Tabrizi. I am Harrison Orange.
Go Phillip Rivers.
Go Big Red.